guys, I'm going to finish up my GoPro camera mount for the lathe. I've got to make a new thumb screw out of bronze to tighten the camera down to the mount. I'll show you here some of the stuff I'm going to use, the dimensions also, the dimensions. Let me put this camera down a little bit so I can get you focused in on my stuff here. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this piece of bronze right here. It is 0.875. I want to turn that down to 0.825 to clean it up. And then the length of this other one is going to be a little longer and bigger. It'll be 2¼ inches in length. And then this head part of it will be 0.430 wide and the 0.825 diameter. Then the other piece will be 0.470 in diameter, and I'm going to use a ½ inch ball end mill. Cut the slots in here like the original GoPro mount, and then I'll polish it all up and stuff. And I've got to get a piece of threaded rod in here. I'm using number 1032 for that mount that I made, so I'll put that inside here and Loctite that in there, or even maybe drill and tap, or not drill it and put a to hold it in place. But I have to try to find a smaller one for that. And then I'll show you the process as I'm going to get this all done. So we'll have a nice piece of bronze to use and be a nice looking handle compared to a piece of plastic, or not a handle, a knob. I could just call it a thumb knob, which is kind of what it is, thumb and forefinger, tighten up your mount. Alright, I faced this off camera to try that tool grind I did. It's a chip breaker, high-speed steel 3/8 piece that I watched Adam Booth on A-Bomb 79 do these grinds. I tried them a couple times. I think I got this one pretty good. It looks like it's breaking a nice chip off this bronze. And so I'm gonna center drill this for a center, and then we will start turning this down to a, let's see, the length I want to go is 1.820 on the length, and down the diameter at 0.470. All right, that should work there. I got to get a center. All right, I'm going to move the y-axis 1.815, 5 thousandths short on the 1.820. That way I can face it up when I'm done. I'll use my carriage stop, and then go from there on that. Get my carriage stop at 0. Okay, so we need to go 1.815. One. Just about there. There it is. That's my stop point. Okay, we'll lock the carriage lock down there and then back, bring it out another 5 thousandths or so. There we go. Now we'll start turning that down to the what I have that? Well, 0.40 or 0.470. Start here. Check my speed out. That's good. Do a touch off there. Try that and just get a clean up here. I thought that was breaking a chip, but now it's not. It's doing a nice job. Get that off there. Well, I'll get my pliers and get that off. I don't need to right now. I want to do a measurement on this and see where we're at. Actually, I could probably keep taking some stuff off there and go from there. I know it's just under a 1/2 inch, so we'll do a cut here. Set my X at 0. Let's try about a 40 thousandths cut. See how that handles that. I'm not breaking my chip off like I was hoping it would. Alright, I'm going to stop here so I can clean that mess up. Do a quick measurement on that, just see roughly where we're at here. $652, so we get another 100, almost 200 thousandths. We'll just keep doing the 50 thousandths here. $588. Still about 100 thousandths. Do a 50 again here. Then I'll get my mic out and check it. Sure is making a mess. All right. I'm going to grab my 1-inch mic and get a measurement on that. See if I can get in here and do this. $539. Actually, I can figure 540. Okay, I got to calculate that out. Yeah, it looks like 70,000. So let's take a 50. Do another 50 here and then finish it up. That's the X0. Okay, there we go. All right, now I'll check out with Mikey and see if we just can get by with this 20 thousandths. Let's see, that's pretty warm. Not real bad. $489. So it looks like 19 thousandths. Well, we'll try our 19 thousandths. I'll speed this up a little bit to get a little better finish and see how that turns out. And what did I say here? 49. Gotta check that once more and make sure I didn't mess up here. Okay, let's see if we hit that, or how far we missed it. All right, 1/10 is off. I'm 469. I won 470, so that's pretty good. Hit it within 1/10. Okay, now we're going to finish facing that off. I'll set my carriage lock back to 0, and we'll come out of here and feed it in on it. Wait a minute now. While I'm doing this, I think I'll turn this piece down to my, let me see what my measurements I wanted on that one. I wanted 825. So we'll touch off on that and turn that down to 825. I'll go a little extra, it doesn't matter. Take my carriage lock out of the way. We'll go, say, inch or so in there. Basically, all I'm after right here is just clean that up, but if I can get it somewhere around 825, it'd be fine. It doesn't have to be right on. Uh, 840, so I'll just take another 20 off that and be close enough. All right, now I'll chamfer these two edges off and polish it up just a little bit, and then we'll drill and tap that to 1032. All right, we're going to drill this out with a number 21 drill bit and then tap it to 1032. Slow this down to see where I'm at. It might be all right. Get the tap up here. I just want to start this, do it by hand. These are awful small to be screwing up with. There we go. Let's see. Slow this down really slow here. Just get her started. Good enough. Okay. Now I get my super duper heavy duty tap wrench on here. A little more oil. I got a Sparrow fluted tap here I'm using. I'll probably still back out a little bit on these. This bronze I've not worked with a lot, but I understand that it seems to want to cut hard.
Doesn't cut real easily with when you're tapping. I don't want to break that tap off in there. I mean, I went this far, so good so far. A little shot in there more. I always like using lots of oil. They make me a little nervous on these little taps. They break so easy. I'm going to go back and forth on this, even if it's a spiral fluted tap. Pull that out again. I'll probably go just to the depth of the thread cutting edges here on this tab. Be enough to get a 1032 rod in there to lock in place. I think I'll back that out again here. Get back on here. Almost got her. I'm just going to be safe on this. Like I said before, these little taps will snap right off really easily. Go just a little bit more after I clean this off. Getting there now. Alright, we'll try her just a little bit more. God, that's going hard. That was a brand new tap, too. I don't know if I want to twist any harder than I'm doing right now. Get quite a bit of flex in that tap. I think I'm going to about call that good. That'll really turn hard. Darn, I should have got that on there tighter. That's good enough. I don't trust it any more than that. Okay, we'll get set up here, get this cleaned out, and part this off. Then the rest of the operation will be over in the mill to do the half-inch ball end mill on there. Make 4 cuts in there to use your thumb in to tighten it up. All right, I started this already, checked my speeds and stuff. We'll get her parted off now. Let's see if I can catch it before it falls down in the hole. Now I'm going to get a file here and tamper this edge a little bit. Actually, I can face that off in the blade here. Well, yeah, I'm going to try it. I'm going to have to get a different collet, because this is odd size. Got some millimeter collets, so I might be able to get one of those with it. VR40s. real hot there, people. They'll hang on to that. Polished up real nice. It's nice and clean, smooth. Probably got a little bit of an overkill on this, size-wise. Let's see how much I got left here. Getting close. A little warm, so we can get a hold on to it, so I don't bang it all up while I do hair goes. Come on, get off there. Okay, got it. All right, I'm going to face this off, just a little light face, mainly to get that nubbin off, and then I'll chamfer it real good. All right, now just chamfer that off. I'm going to have to pause this for a second and move the camera because it's right in the way from my chamfer tool. All right, I forgot to tell you before I did this, I bought a set of ER40 millimeter collets. It's a big set, has a lot of them in there. And it's nice to have those for the odd size pieces once in a while that you can't grip with the nominal size ones. And this worked excellent. Grabbed it, did my finishing up, and looks good. Okay, we'll see you over at the mill. This is my setup I'm going to spring pin this 1032 piece into my GoPro bronze mount. Actually the thumb screw for the mount, and I'm going to find the center of this and then drill it to 3/32 and put in a roll pin in there. Now this is holding this end up with a shop-made jack that I made. I made a couple of those, and I have a wrench that fits on this end. I can turn it. This top piece spins freely from the nut here, and then I can lock it in place. I'm holding this end with a I didn't check the millimeter collet size of that, but I'm glad I bought that millimeter collet set. There's 26 different collets in there. I've used it, this will be twice, and I'll be using it on this other end also, because it's not nominal dimensions, and these come closer to some of the dimensions that I have once in a while when I'm making something. So I'm really glad I got those. So right now we're going to go ahead and find the center of this, and then set up the drill for a little finger drill chucker that I've bought, and drill a 3/32 hole in there. So we'll get started. I'll try that once more, make sure I'm close. All right. Well, that's good enough. Okay, now we'll half that and find the center. RPM, you get this down about here. All right, we're at 700. I'm going to run this up to about 1,000th or so. Take a long time to drill a small hole. Like I said, that was a brand new bit. I don't know why it seems like it should be cut a little bit better than that. That's the only 3/32 I have also. Whoop. There, we just punched through. I guess you can see that here. I'll get you a little better view before I shut this down here. But there's what that little chuck looks like. Just feed it down like this by hand. Just, like I said, that bit seems like it's a little bit dull. So we're going to stop right here. I'm going to go get the pin in here, and then we'll come back and do the rest of this. Okay, we'll try this again. I made some mistakes here. I didn't have the quill locked down and didn't have the collet locked down. So I'm making some mistakes, but I think maybe I've got it now. I hope so. Let's try this next cut. I'll just finish this one up. Oh, it's a little bit nicer cut. All right, now I'll turn this around over here. Should be able to get it this time. All right, we'll see what it looks like on this final cut and see if I want to go a little bit more on them. I think maybe I might. Okay, we'll take this out and take a look at it. I'll pause you here for a second. All right, here's what it looks like now, the two pieces. I'm going to stick the camera on there real quick and just give you one shot of that.